Hello, Martin here. I'd like to take a couple of minutes of your time to show you how encrypted lists work. As the name says, this app lets you encrypt information attached to a link. If you're familiar with SharePoint lists, you won't have a problem creating a new one. Let's fill out the form. And notice here that you have a couple of fields that can be encrypted. You will enter here information that you would like to keep private. And to encrypt this information, we're using the RSA algorithm, which requires keys, encryption keys. You would register them by clicking on the context menu. We'll see how to get the keys there in just a second. So once you selected a key, you will be able to encrypt and decrypt as needed. Let's save this link. We're back on the home page where we can create a new key. On this form, you can choose the length of the new key. The longer, the harder it will be to crack. And once the process finishes, you'll see both the private key and the public key on these text boxes. Private key can be used to encrypt and decrypt information. The public key only encrypts information. So these are something that you want to keep private and secure. Let's test here encrypting and decrypting information using these keys. You can also password protect them. So every time that you want to encrypt or decrypt something, you will get prompted. And if you don't get the password right, the process won't work. So this is another layer of protection that you have for your keys. Once you have your keys all set up, we have to save them somewhere so you can use them later. The easiest is to store them in SharePoint, and this is a very simple task. You just need to select a friendly name for the keys, and they will be saved on your keys list, which we'll see in a minute. The other option is to store these keys as shortcuts. This lets you store these keys in your computer. You can share them and keep them as files, and gives you another way of securing your information. What you can do here is just drag them to your bookmarks bar, or you can save them to the file system. I want to drag them here, and so that's two ways that you can save these keys to use them later. So let's create a new item. This time we'll use the new key that we just created. So again, before you're able to encrypt and decrypt, you need to select the actual key that you want to use for encryption. Now here you will get the keys that you have permission to get. So each key can be secured, and you can select if you want to share it with someone else or you want to keep it just to yourself. Once registered, you can encrypt the information. Notice the prompt, and the same thing for decrypting. Now let's say that you do not want to keep this key here. Instead, let's get rid of it and instead use the keys that you have here on your browser. Let's go back to the item, and this time, well, you see that the items are not in the context menu anymore. So just by clicking on the link, you will be able to do the same, register the key in for both encryption and decryption. Hope you find this useful. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you.